Yo, what's going on? What are you up to? You all right? You're feeling good. You're feeling nice. What's really wrong with all you? What really wrong with all you? All your mother, why you're crazy? What wrong with you, boy? Like you was a madman. You was a real madman. You does do things poo hard. You ever hear about that? Poo hard? Them I got poo hard in Guyana. So what really going on? I should practice the accent so that whenever tough situations arise, I just use the accent. What really going on here, boy? Yeah, Mara, why you crazy? It's like the West Indian Leon for Curb Your Enthusiasm in Tobago. If you're just joining us, this is the Squarespace. Degenerate conversations in a broadcaster voice. Let's do a recap of last week. From colon at attract funding since 2022 09 18 until 2022 09. Okay. So, what happened in the past week? In the past week, we focused on creating a practical metaverse. A practical metaverse. What might that mean? It means whatever the hell you want it to mean. Remember that from Seinfeld? No? Is Seinfeld one of those things that's like, it's like MASH for Generation X. It's funny, people will often shit on the things you like without telling you what they like. Anyways, so we took ourselves from interacting with audio to moving into spatial, which allows us to interact with audio, video, and 3D worlds and objects. Man, this beta Dream Studio thing. We start off the AI art with Dolly, then Wombo, or through Dan, then Midjourney, then this beta Dream. And now what we're doing is doing this kind of mixed medium thing where we recreate images using things like cables and other actual. We're mixing the mediums. We're saying recreate this image using this material, cables, wrenches, what have you. Really fascinating. Here's a little tip for startup founders: remove your voicemail. Really, remove your voicemail. It's the best. A lot of people have brought up that there's a lot of risk that's emerging. But as we know, risk cannot be destroyed, but merely transformed. Hofstein. What else happened this week? We talked about Google and the growing bureaucratization of Google with Raucous. And he was saying that, you know, Google is becoming more bureaucratic. And I said, compared to what? I love you, Raucous. But compared to what? People will often complain about things, but compared to what? And by the way, are we doing anything to solve it? Because if we don't, no, we're just wasting our breath. What are we what are we gonna do? Become critics? They've never erected a statue for a critic. Come on. It's like having a replicator for Earl Grey hot, and you get upset at it because of how the Romulans are gonna use it. Have your tea and shut the fuck up. Oh man. I started asking it to make Harlequins, the stream studio, and it's so crazy. We turned Peter's hand sketches into AI art. That was crazy. If you're not getting funding and have a Twitter account, then visit at FounderPathHQ or founderpath.com and shut up already. Nobody gives a shit, honestly. Fucking get on with it. Your job as a founder isn't to complain. Leave the complaining to your employees. Turn monthly revenue into non-dilutive capital with founderpath.com. An unsolicited commercial. Oh, that's right. I got kind of upset at a pita place because the pita got wet. Is there anything that, man, when the pita gets wet, I get pissed off? Is that a first world thing? You have to invest in the constitution of your pita bread. If you do not invest in the constitution of your pita bread, how am I supposed to hold it? What is the user experience of the pita like when you give me this tissue paper one ply fucking pita bread? I think if shawarma owners observed people eating their food, they would learn a lot about how they could make the packaging, the edible packaging, better. But again, if I really want to change something, then fucking open your own shawarma restaurant, you asshole. Until then, either make it yourself or shut the fuck up. All right, Mike, you're right. Take your own medicine. Shut the fuck up. All right. Oh, we did some subtweeting. That was fun. Thread mechanics, huh? Been meaning to read this. So, things I know at 39, I wish I had known at 29. It's a good one. And then you have this thread thingy. Whoop. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hook context hammer. What does that mean? Mm-hmm. Hook context hammer, huh? So the hook sets up your mansion. Context. Hammer. Interesting. So what does that mean? I shouldn't invite this guy. His name again? Devin McPaul. Let's see here. All right. So the main idea is that so let's target. Let's pick a target. All things fail because the target isn't small enough. All right. So the target Twitter space hosts. So the target for this is going to be Twitter space hosts. Hmm. 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 I need to learn how to use Zapier, dude. Dude, you need to learn how to use Zapier. Honestly. Zapier is really important. I would write a bot for Zapier to retweet content from the past. Huh. Hmm. Right. The next step is to set up systems. Absolutely. Let's take a break.